Hello and welcome to the RetroMacCast with James and John, where in each episode we'll stroll down the Macintosh memory lane. We'll discuss older Macintosh computers, collecting all things related to the Mac and Apple computer, and current topics from the perspective that only a couple of old Mac fans can provide.
And yes, here we are.
Here we
Those
are.
old Mac fans. Old being the Macs are old. We are spry. Because
Yes,
if
this
you
is
call
a-
yourself spry, that means you're old.
It takes me hours to put all this gray, to cover up my nice, rich, dark beard hair with
Yeah.
this gray.
You play older
Yes,
because
yes,
it gathers, you get more respect from the audience. Makes people, they make them
when I
think
tell
you
them to get off
have
my lawn,
experience.
they're more likely to listen to me. I see we have the Australian contingent in our chat. We've got Mac Donovan and our good friend Michael Mulhern. Hello, you guys. If you're in the middle of enjoying summer,
Yeah. We have to rebound after that horrible previous episode where we bungled the end. We didn't even record an outro for the audio recording, which was we didn't get your trademark. It's retro. I think I don't even think that. I don't know. That must be a first in all these episodes. We didn't even get the catchphrase in there.
that's right. People wait the entire episode
Just for
hear
that. Yeah. Well, maybe we'll slip in an extra one this time and
That's right.
make
That's
up for it. All right. Well, let's at least start it off strong. With the proper intro. So let's go in 3, 2, 1. Welcome to the Retro MacCast with James and John. This is episode 722 for December 1st, 2025. Good evening, John.
Good evening, James.
All right. What do we got going on today? Oh, I know. There was a new product announcement a few weeks back that we neglected to talk about.
Yes.
Yes, and it was very reminiscent of an old product that I'm sure we've talked about. So the new product was the iPhone Pocket. A
See,
beautiful
I haven't
way.
even seen this thing yet. So
Oh, wow. So we're going to be revealing it to you today
yes.
as well. This was November 11th. So it was quite a few weeks ago. So we'll talk about that and how it sort of harkens of the iPod socks, which I have some here with me. There's definitely some inspiration there. So we got that going on. We've got eBay finds. We've got some news stories, and that'll be it for
Hopefully an
episode.
outro this time.
An
Yes.
outro. Yes, we got that too. All right, we'll be right back with some eBay finds. Okay,
Welcome,
the
Joshua.
questions. Do
Retro
you
Techie.
game on that iMac? I assume that's your Lime iMac. Retro Techie is asking.
Yes, I've got at least 7 other iMacs back there that I have done marathon LAN parties on. Yes,
Marathon.
they're all networked together, ready and raring to go.
Marathon. Speaking of
And
cool
Descent,
game
if I can get people to
voices.
play Descent.
Did you meet the guy that voices Duke Nukem?
I didn't. We
Oh.
we unfortunately missed the panel for that. But
Oh, he was
if
so
he's there
close.
again next year, I will have to take my box.
Can you? I'm trying. I can't. The voice. I'm trying to think of a line from Duke Nukem, and trying to.
Doesn't he kind of use it groovy? I mean,
Yeah. That's a groovy.
Yeah.
Right there you go. Very good. All right. Okay, we gotta do eBay finds, right? Is that what we said? There's a suggestion that we should do the outro now while we're thinking of it. I might have to predict what
I want to know
I'm going to
about
summarize.
playing marathon on the Pippin. That's pretty freaking cool.
That is cool. I didn't know Marathon ran on a Pippin. Then do you play it with the little joypads? Let's see a picture of
pretty
that in
awesome.
action. All right. Let's put this up here and go in 3, 2, 1. Time now for eBay finds. Last episode, we had a Power Macintosh 9600 equipped with a Sonnet 300 megahertz G3 accelerator. And the listing says it was ended by the seller because there was an error in the listing. And it hasn't been relisted as far as I can tell. So another one of those. I think the error was they tried to sell on eBay and did a private sale to avoid those pesky commission costs. I think that was the error. The next one was the new in box Apple Macintosh Plus. It was unsealed, but kind of. Not. I mean, yeah, I think they peered into it to see that the contents were still there. But yeah, that one was a whopping $19,999. It's still available for buy it now at that price. And then the collection of items given away at the Super Bowl, when shortly after, or no, it was the next year. It was 85 when the 6-color Apple logo seat cushion was given to every person in the stands. There's a little pin, the program that's, let's see, it ended and then has been relisted and ended again. I guess nobody bought it. It's still at 115, so, and has not been relisted again. Okay. We'll look at this one, but this is a nice little time capsule here. The title is Vintage 1992 Montgomery Ward Apple Macintosh Performa 400 computer print ad.
Huh.
Montgomery Ward. Do you remember? Did you ever shop at Montgomery Ward?
Yeah, yeah.
One of those retail chains of a bygone era. And in that era, Apple was looking to move computers any which way it could, including putting them in like department stores, like Sears.
Yeah, our local Sears had.
Yeah.
Yes.
I can remember going to Sears. Like I was like it was like I was doing something in the auto shop, like getting a new battery or something, and there was like a alcove of Macs and other computers like right by the tires. Like, anyway, Apple had this Performa line, which was supposed to be focused on the consumers, and sold them through places like Montgomery Ward. This is a flyer. It looks like a newspaper insert, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And it's the complete news. Like, I don't know, just pulled out of an old newspaper from. Do we get a date on that?
I was trying to find one on the cover somewhere.
Advertising the Apple Macintosh Performa 400 family computer for $14.49 with 4 megs of RAM and 80 meg hard drive. And look at that, you can add a personal LaserWriter LS printer for the low price of $1,000. Back then in Montgomery Ward, this $14.49 must probably, I would guess, maybe the most expensive thing you could buy at Montgomery Ward back then. But it's a pretty cool ad because it's got the Big Apple logo there, and they call that department Electric Avenue.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. They've got, and on the back, it's a 2-pager. Look at that. On the back is a Performa 200, otherwise known as just the Classic, right? For $12.99. And they pair that up with a StyleWriter, the original StyleWriter. So, and they've got pictures of all the other stuff. So it's actually a really cool time capsule of everything going on. Then the computer accessories and the games and software. There's a lot of actual cool stuff. Oh, and there's the tires. See, right next to the tires, just like Sears.
Who knew there was such a connection, right?
Look at all those great products there. Anyway, boy, would you pay $24 for that? I don't know. I don't know if I would,
That's
but
crazy.
it's amazing what people will find and then post on eBay. And who knows, maybe somebody might want that. All right, let's go to the next one.
All right, next up. Wow, this is one of those instant collections. You got a spare Mac 2 or maybe 9600 roaming around that's doesn't have enough cards in it. Well, here's your chance to fix that. Vintage Macintosh New Bus and PCR card lot. Avid Digit Design, True Vision, etc. Let's see, do they have 20 cards in total? 20 cards in total. They've got a very little details other than those few names they've thrown out. They do have pictures of all the various cards. So if you know your cards, you could
Yeah.
see what they've got here. They do mention that there's some real gems in this. You get them all in the one lot. There's besides the other one cards I mentioned, there's also a New Vista True Vision cards. There's SCSI cards. I think I saw a Firewire card in there somewhere. I think that red card looks like it might be a Firewire. I can't quite see from here. Maybe
Uh-huh.
USB. Maybe a combination. So if you've got yourself a TAM, there's your card for the TAM. Well, so what do they want? They want $125. This is a bid, so this is the first bid on it. There's no. I'm trying to see the end on it. This ends in 1 day, 8 hours. So get your bid in. Is only one bid so far. Shipping is
Boy.
very reasonable. It looks like.
Yeah, I mean, if the right card is in there. So this is an area that I just don't have a lot of expertise in because I didn't grow up using, computers, Macs that had lots of cards, and I didn't have the budget to, even if I did have that Mac, I wouldn't have the budget to populate with these expensive cards. So I look at that and I'm like, I don't know, might be interesting. I at least recognize the Mac 2 video card that's in there. All right, let's go to the last one. The title says Rare, Expensive, $400 Macintosh on Risk SDK for Developers by Apple Computer. And what does it say? It says it's a developer's kit, includes all the tools and documentation necessary to create new applications or port existing Macintosh applications to C or C++ to run native on Apple PowerPC processor-based systems. So when Apple switched to the PowerPC and the RISC architecture with the 6100, 7100, 8100 series, developers had to port their apps over so that they would run natively and take advantage of the speeds. And that was probably not the easiest of things to do. And so not everybody did it. Some did. And I guess this is the tools that would allow you to do that. Never seen this listed here on eBay. Let's look at the pictures. Looks like it's just a single CD. Dated 1994 Macintosh on RISC SDK. And it's just kind of in a cardboard sleeve, and got some artwork there of a highway with chips on the road. Be kind of interesting to see what was in this. That'd be a project for some enterprising person on project to actually port an app over.
So I'm wondering though. I mean, surely there was a manual with this, or possibly
Yeah,
even sold separately.
probably on the
You
disc.
think it's just a PDF
Oh,
on
yeah.
the disc?
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah, I would guess so. Yeah, presumably it looks like, you could take everything on the disk is there. You've got, your app and your code base, and you could put, help you with the whatever conversions you need to make. I just wonder how automatic, how much involvement there was, right? How that compares to, like, say, recent efforts to go over to the Apple Silicon, for example, from Intel.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they want $49.99. Not too bad. No bids on this. It ends in 9 days. And it's just a place your bid sort of situation. It ships from Citrus Heights, California. All
So
right.
I was trying to,
Yes.
I was looking at some of the images in that catalog on our first thing, and does 1992 sound right for this?
Oh,
It's
the
hard to-
newspaper insert?
Yeah,
Yeah, that sounds about right.
yeah. So I was looking on the bottom of that tire ad, and it looked like their sale said it ended sometime in I forget what month, but it looked like the year was 92. It's very hard to make out. It's a little fuzzy, kind of blown up, but yeah.
Well, when did
Yeah,
the
October
Performa
3rd.
400 come out?
I think it's 92. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Hello, Klaus from Sweden.
Hey.
All right, let's shift to the next segment. And go in 3, 2, 1. All right, well, it was back on November 11th that Apple put out a... did they do... I don't know that they did any kind of video presentation. There's at least a press release introducing iPhone Pocket, a beautiful way to wear and carry iPhone. Born out of a collaboration between Issey Miyake and Apple, iPhone Pocket features a singular 3D knitted construction designed to fit any iPhone. And there's a photo
like
of
3D
it.
printed because it's so hard to put on 2D things. It's
3D,
very hard to,
well, 3D knitted. Like, how does that
knitted,
even?
yeah.
How do you knit something in anything but 3 dimensions?
well, I mean, the closest you could get is maybe a scarf.
Even a scarf has
Some
depth.
I know. I'm being silly.
And well, first of all, so collaboration with the Issey Miyake. So if you remember that name, the company, I guess, that remains the design firm that was named for Mr. Miyake, who famously became friends with Steve Jobs when Steve was considering a uniform for Apple employees because he was so impressed by the Sony employee uniforms in Japan. Well, that idea didn't really take off, but he did wind up wearing the famous turtlenecks, the mock turtlenecks, and became his uniform for many, many years. And so Mr. Miyake died, I think, in 2022. But the legacy remains, the simplistic design. And here we have the iPhone Pocket, which looks very strikingly similar to the iPod sock. Not just in color, but texture and, fabric choice and functional use, right? I mean, I don't know why they didn't call this the iPhone sock. So I'm looking at it. It comes in, I guess these are all the colors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 colors. Compared to the iPod sock, which was just 6. And it kind of... They're very, very similar, aren't they? And I'm just trying to figure out, would you be caught dead wearing such a thing? I just feel like none of us here in the Southeast United States are fashionable enough to pull this off.
Right. First of all, I mean, it's hard enough getting the phone out of your pocket sometimes. Trying to extract it from, at least with a pocket you can do it one-handed. You're definitely going to require both hands to get your phone out of this thing.
Well, I think that was part of the idea is that, and there was an earlier Apple case, whatever, that had like a strap or whatever. This idea that the phones have become bigger again, like they're, people like our huge screen iPhones. And they are, especially if you're smaller. I mean, stuffing this thing in your pocket may not be the best solution. I mean, I always, while I keep it in my pocket, as soon as I sit down, it's coming out because I can't sit on it or it's uncomfortable. So designing an accessory to get it out of your pocket, or if you don't have a pocket, many people, women most often don't have, they have clothing, whether it's a dress or something else that doesn't even have pockets, and they're not even carrying purses or bags because the only thing they need is their phone. So how about a bag just for the phone? And there you have it. It does look like it looks a little bit like and I think I saw somebody made a meme. It's similar to like the bathing suit. Yeah, the bathing suit that Borat wore.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. The sling thong.
Yeah.
Needing eye bleach after seeing that sort of thing. Yes.
All right. Look at the texture though. It is really the quality.
That is neat.
Look at the detail shot of there, and this thing is not going to be cheap. So while the iPod sock, they were like $5 a piece, I think, sold in quantities of the 6 sets. A single one of these with the short strap, there's a short strap and a long strap. The short strap is $150, with the long strap being $230. And they're only going to be available at Apple stores, at particular stores around the world. So here in the United States, it's just one store in New York City where you can get it. So they're doing something, it's going to be this kind of exclusive thing, right? All these just major cities, kind of the flagship stores in each of these major markets.
Yeah.
So there you have it. Well, here's my iPod socks. These were kind of mocked.
Color you were missing?
Yeah, no, I didn't. Somewhere my gray is missing. I have 2 purples. I don't know why. But they kind of made fun of these too, right? When they came out, because it was like such a simple, kind of silly way of protecting your iPod. But I bought some. I never wound up using them in practice. I mean, but these days they're a little bit collectible. I saw on eBay that if you wanted to buy a set like new in the box, the buy it nows were in the $100 range. Now you could buy them loose for probably a third of that. But kind of playful. You got the colors. It goes along with Apple really pushing the different colors of the computers themselves. But you didn't get any iPod socks, I take it. You don't have any.
I did not. Nope.
Yes.
Didn't even have that style iPod.
Oh, the mini. You can see, yeah. Well, it would fit. It's stretch. It would fit kind of any of it, but it does go along with it. It was kind of color matched, right?
Oh yeah, that's great.
To the mini.
Sure.
I think. Yeah, I think they had one in each of those colors, if I remember. Anyway, well, I guess I'm just waiting for the first day that I see somebody sporting one of those. I'll report back when I do. Mm-mm-mm. 50 Shades of Beige is offering an iPod sock for $200.
Right. I think the Australians in tonight's audience outnumber the stateside.
All right. Let's get on with the news. Let's go in 3, 2, 1. All right, just a couple of news stories here. This is an unlikely place to find Mac news. PC Gamer. Funny how it shows up in there. It doesn't really, I guess it's pseudo game related, but because it's the MAME emulator that helped revealed that a classic, we were just talking about well, this was actually the Classic 2, had a bug in it that was revealed by coding up the MAME emulator. And it was like a ROM addressing issue that caused the MAME emulator to crap out. And some reason the actual hardware was able to work through some other weirdness of the hardware, but it was all discovered through this individual just started digging into it. And it's crazy detailed. So much so I'm not even going to attempt
Oh, I love a good
to explain
sleuthing story,
but
though.
it is a good
goes
sleuthing
into-
story.
Yes, yeah.
Yes. Yeah, all discovered through the use of MAME, the multi-arcade.
That's pretty cool.
What's MAME stand for? Multi-arcade machine emulator.
Multi-arcade machine emulator. Yes.
Yeah.
Which is, it's much more than that now than obviously just arcade.
Programmer Doug Brown gets all the credit, but there's a great article by Wes Fenlon in PC Gamer. The article's title is Apple's 1991 Macintosh shipped with a bug that should have stopped it from booting, but no one ever knew because an undocumented CPU trick almost too crazy to be true miraculously made it work. There you go. So if you want to learn more about what Doug Brown discovered, you can go to PC Gamer. And then this at Hackaday, an article by Tyler August. The title is Diskette Game Floppy Flopper is certainly no flop. Igor made a game called the Floppy Flopper, which tests your skills for swapping floppies, which is something we all know all too well, those of us that grew up in the floppy disk era, when you could not afford a second disk drive and you had to make copies.
Yes. And let me tell you, if you ever, on the Apple II, if you ever use Locksmith to
I was going to say that, yeah.
copy 140K floppy,
Right.
you will know the pain of, yes.
Yeah, you had to, because of the way what the cracking utility worked, required you to go back and forth from the copy to the original, because it was doing like sector by sector or something like that. That was just you, and yeah, I just remember just going for hours, just just over and over, just in and then one day I remember we went to an Apple II users group meeting and they were selling third-party floppy drives, because I want to say the Apple II floppy drive, if my memory serves, was something like $499.
It was very expensive.
In then year dollars, right? Which was a huge
Yes.
amount. This is like 1985 or something like that. But I think we were able to get a third-party floppy half height for like $150.
That's so, same exact thing. I had my Apple IIe. I had the one official disc 2, and then I ended up getting a third-party half height. Same thing, but
Yeah.
it was worth it.
It was a game
every
changer
penny.
for sure. Because then you just set the copy up and
Yes.
off it goes. So the floppy flopper, there's a YouTube video that shows kind of how it's configured and then how it's in action. So I think you respond to the lights. It keeps your score. There must be some kind of timer involved. And then you have to quick insert and eject the floppies in the right order as the lights come up. Kind of like whack-a-mole for the floppy disk. I guess it plays that wild music too, that space age music. And no, you're not actually accomplishing anything other than just it's keeping score. It's just there's like sensors saying whether you've inserted the disk or not. It's kind of cheating because because these newer 3.5-inch floppies, it's got the push button eject instead of the door.
latch.
Yeah, we had the
Yeah,
door, and then my half height had
Back
a
in
little
our
latch.
day.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. The rotating one versus the flip up one, right?
Yeah. Oh gosh. Well, that's it for the news. So we'll, I guess we'll just end it there. Oh, I did have that would be great though, right? This floppy, which is, by the way, it's it's like open source, like the design, everything. If you wanted to make your own, be awesome for a vintage computer festival to have that there.
Yeah.
Okay. I think we're ready to wrap this up. And we'll actually do an outro this time. All right, let's go in 3, 2, 1. Well, that wraps up another episode of the RetroMacCast. We will not be back next week because John's got something better to do.
I'll be in Atlanta, City of Tomorrow. Yes.
Is that really what it's called, the City of Tomorrow?
It's from a YouTube thing.
Oh,
I'll show it to you sometime. It was very fun.
That's not really
kind of this. It was kind of one of those retro, propaganda for your city, sort of, put up by the Chamber of Commerce for something, and somebody did a
I see.
kind of a parody of that for it.
Oh.
Yes.
We'll return the week after. We'll come up with our holiday shopping guide in the nick of time, I think, because it would be just like a week and a half before Christmas. But we'll do it. Anything else?
That's it.
That's it? All right. Well, until next time, remember, it's not old.
It's retro.
There. See? Remember that time. All right. Well, thanks everybody for joining us. Let's see if I had any bonus stuff to show. I'm still cleaning up, organizing cables and things here.
Ah, yes. It's been a while since you've done your turn a system on.
Oh,
see if it works.
I was afraid you were going to call me out on that. Oh. In fairness, I've done pretty good this year.
I want to see those reefer caps explode.
Oh, no. Oh, no. All right, well, since we're off next week, it'll give me a little extra time to maybe fire up. Fire up is the wrong word.
Yes. So use
on.
a different terminology. Power on. There you go.
Power on.
No fire.
Few
Please.
Few more computers, and see
right.
if I can end with a flurry for the year, and do a final accounting for the year, because remember this started off as a New Year's resolution.
It was New Year's resolution.
Yeah. I'll have to see. We'll have to see how many episodes we did and how many computers I did. See if they're anyway close.
There you go. All right, guys. Well, everyone have a great night. You're gonna do your outro music.
Yeah, I remember that here. We'll play that. We'll play the little video, and we'll see everybody next time.
Thanks for listening to the RetroMacCast with James and John. Email listener comments and questions to retromaccast@gmail.com or post comments on our website at www.retromaccast.com.